What's happening? Good afternoon, Mississippi. Y'all know exactly what the fuck going on, man. It's your boy DJ Reese Ree, man. Speak Loud TV is coming at you live in effect, man. Pop-up interview. We had some conversations the other night, and I mean, it just touched my soul that I had to sit up down and talk with my guy, you know what I'm saying? I have the honor and the pleasure of chopping it up with the homie, you know what I'm saying? Mr. Streets on Swoll, Mr. Swoll Hefner, Mr. Martin White, Mr. Investment Guru, Mr. Build Your Life Up, Get Yourself Financially Right, Mr. Cigar Connoisseur, or is connoisseur for liquor or is it for cigar?
It could be for anything.
Aficionado.
Okay.
Aficionado.
Who?
Aficionado.
If that came up in the spelling bee,
It'll be a wrap.
it's over with. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, it's A.F. Ciano.
That's what you're gonna go with. A.F. You're gonna be out of the spelling bee at that point.
I mean, hey, you know.
So did you spell it right?
I don't know.
Spell it in. Somebody gotta fact check that one. You know what I'm saying?
We can exceed.
Put it in the
You know what I'm
comments.
saying? I ain't gonna do it. I still don't even know how to say it.
Aficionado.
Aficionado.
There it is.
Aficionado.
I mean, close. Close.
Aficionado.
Good enough.
Whatever. You know what I'm saying? Hey, man, y'all know what's going on, man. You know what I'm saying?
Cigars.
Shout out to everybody that's tapping in. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you tap in. Make sure you share. Also, tap into the website, speakaloud.com, YouTube page, Speak Aloud TV on YouTube, Instagram, Speak Aloud TV on Instagram. Follow me also, DJ Reese Ree, fee as in pay me. Make sure you follow
The Real Swoll #1 on IG and on Twitter.
That's Real Swoll. That's
The
SWOLL.
And the #1.
And
The
the
Real.
one. You know what I'm saying? THE.
THE.
Okay.
Because IG blocked my other page.
Damn. How do you get blocked on IG?
Somebody reported, somebody wanted to, that's why it's The Real, because somebody wanted to say that they were swole around here or whatever. So,
It's a
So
fake
that was
Swoll?
scamming.
yeah, they were scamming.
It's a fake Swoll right now?
There is. It's an imposter.
It's another Swoll.
Yeah.
Well, it's not
But
another
it's-
Swoll, but
it's-
it ain't the real Swoll.
Right. It ain't The Real.
Mhm,
It's not authentic. Can't do what I do.
Okay, you know what I'm saying? Now, we
Like
always
board member.
like to tap in with some new exclusive music. And just so I can let y'all know exactly what's going on, man. This song right here is OG Snap and GRR Ring. Shout out to the Global Road Runner. Shout out to OG Snap, man. It's called Designer. Y'all know exactly what's going on, man. We just finna tap into this for a second. You know what I'm saying? OG. Playing.
Stop playing, JG. Shout out, JG.
Chaotic Music Group, what's
The
happening?
niggas acting gangster, we outside, we posted with this shit. The drill ain't got no name, don't give a fuck, I know this bitch gon' hit. Fucking with my people, then the flow with no one nigga lethal. Everything I do is classy, about to get your ass a seat. We be not evil, all this statement fact that's on my mama though. I just keep it clear, I play my role, that's how it's supposed to go. Living like a rock star, running fully cop. Got these bitches pulling up they top, like it's Mardi Gras. Too late, yeah, we rockin' these shows. Now watch the truth unfold. Up next nigga, they stuntin' these hoes. New way niggas gon' shine like gold. GRR, yeah, come my bro. Just like young niggas stay on go. Just like young niggas stay on go. Anything I want, I'ma get it. Watch me run it back. With my nigga win, exotic flavors. Keep them hoes attached. Versace on my belt, you know I'm drippin'. With that head to match. Versace on my belt, you know I'm drippin'. With that head to match.
Designer belt, designer shirt, designer shoes. GRR rockin' these shows. Why these niggas be acting like hoes? With my nigga, he gone on the road. Gotta sell like cats, we on the cold. GRR snap on the road. Focus on me, they roll. I charge the part of the show. Designer not smoking no dope. Right away, I such a little hoe. Shit, it cut ready, suckin' for show. All my niggas, they game for show. All my niggas, they bang for show. I don't need my nigga to pull on these shit. Little nigga, I bang for show. Better stay out the way, lil' bro. 130, we aim at your throat. GRR sound like some goats. Ice freeze away till it get cold. Pretty lady put ice on her toe. Rich can't fuck with you, hoe. Diamonds on with that freeze, they fold. Fuck with the gang, Leo ain't cold. But the pussy won't run no more. I'ma stay, we rockin' these shows. But niggas be playing my soul.
Man,
I like that.
Man, I'm gonna run it out. You know,
Shout out
like
Rain,
that.
shout out Rain, shout out
Man.
Snap.
Yeah.
shout out
like
Road
that.
Runners. You know what I'm saying, man? Y'all make sure y'all tap into
I
that
like
one.
that.
I think it's on iTunes and Spotify.
It's on all.
It's on all platforms. Make sure y'all tap in, man. It's called Designer, man. OG Snap and GRR Ray, man, from Global Road Runners, man. They know exactly what's going on.
Whoever the hell engineered that did a great
Shout
job.
out JGK.
They
JG.
did a great freaking what? Can I curse?
Yeah.
They did a great fucking job.
That's KI the Music Group, you know what I'm saying? JG
Shit.
Optimal Palace, man. Shout out y'all. Y'all know what's up, you know what I'm saying? So when you hear something like that, and man, you said it was great, you know what I'm saying? The engineering was great. I mean, what's your opinion on this song? I mean, you say I like it, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, do you feel like it got some push behind it, or some with the right push behind it?
Definitely got potential, man.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? The energy is right. The production was right. Like when I hear records, man, I listen to how it's engineered, because not just mixing and mastering, but the breakdowns in it, you know what I'm saying, where the beat falls off and then it comes in, and all of these different things
Right.
keeps the audience attention.
Right.
So that's why I said whoever engineered this did a hell of a job, because it's not just one thing or a beat that's just like this.
Right.
You know, it takes you here, and then it takes you back
Right.
here, and then the chorus, the lyrics, the energy was just on point. So I think it's one of those records, man, that's where the right push in the streets, you know what I'm saying, not just relying on social media or however, you know, that promoting it can definitely do something. Like every DJ that's in the streets should have that record.
Yeah.
JG in the comments said, what he said over there, okay, the Sauce Factory.
Sauce Factory. Sauce.
JG, what up, boy?
Now, what? Because you have an ear like none other. You know what I'm saying? You probably have an ear like mine, possibly. You know what I'm saying? So I guess it is like
Like
none
yours.
other. Hey man, I got a hell of an ear. What you talking about? So, what got you to the point to where you listen like you listen, and what was your reasoning for doing that?
Oh man, that's a good question. I think, man, just being in the music industry, man, being in these studios, bruh. You know, not just here locally, but sitting in sessions with major artists, man. You know, in my time at Atlantic Records, I was in sessions with Trey Songz. I was in sessions with Pretty Ricky. You know what I'm saying? I was in sessions with the Missy Elliott's, people like that, and just hearing and seeing how records were formulated. You know what I'm saying? To where, like, the engineer plays a real intricate
Very.
part in a recording session. Meaning, you know, the engineer can hear something and say, okay, say it like this, or they can hear something in the beat to where they can go in and change it to where it matches with that artist's voice to take it to a whole nother level, right? So just hearing and seeing all of those different dynamics and pieces really fine-tune my ear to being able to catch certain things. Like, for an example, when Cardi B and Bruno Mars came out with the Tease Me record,
Okay.
there's a part in the second verse where the beat drops off and then it does a double take and it goes back in. As soon as they hit, I was like, oh my God.
Somebody did something right.
Yeah, yeah.
But some people won't, you know what I'm saying?
Some people won't. You know,
But they won't even know they did it wrong.
They won't. And you have a lot of artists who, when you try and explain it to them, it's the resistance. You're hating, you don't know what you're talking about, you know, all of these different things.
Okay, because I mean, you kind of being in those kind of situations in front of and sitting next to those type of artists. And those are some multi-platinum artists, you know what I'm saying, that you threw out there. You brought that back home.
Yeah.
And you try to give this to us here in Jackson, Mississippi, or Mississippi period, not Jackson, Mississippi, just Mississippi period. They don't take that too well. They don't take your advice.
Man, you know, man.
I'm just being real with you. This speak aloud, man.
I know it.
You've
I
been
told you nothing
judged.
was.
You've been judged. You've been talked about. You've been called all kind of names. I didn't heard it.
Yeah.
I don't treat you like that because I don't feel like you like that. You know what I'm saying? But
Definitely not.
Is it the ignorance that they don't know?
Honestly, man, I think it's because I live my life in a way to where I don't want to be in the limelight. You know what I'm saying? To where,
Okay.
like it's not about me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like my experiences that I've experienced, like man, from being right here, and I can name several others, you know what I'm saying? But just by me the struggle that I had to go through to get to where I am, like people wouldn't believe it. You know what I'm saying? And just the things that I've accomplished, the things that I've seen, you know, like being a voting member of the Grammys. You know what I'm saying? Like I nominate and I vote on the Grammy Awards.
Who did you vote for?
I can't tell you that. I can't tell you that.
Shit.
Being on the BET, you know, awards committee, you know, all of these different things that I've accomplished, you know, having a producer that's from here nominated for 2 Grammys, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Got Coke, you know what I'm saying? Who
Man.
That's my boy.
yeah, you know,
We did
Bees in
interview
the
him.
Bees in the Trap, you know,
already.
Yeah.
Pirates, you know, several other records, you know what I'm saying? Golden
2
Platinum records.
Chainz.
Yeah,
I can't the name of that song, but I love that song. Though.
Can't Stop Me Now.
Yeah.
Can't Stop Me Now. So just being a part of these different things now, I never just wanted to be in the limelight like that, but I wanted to take what I learned, what I saw, bring it back and put other people on game, because again, it wasn't about me, and I saw a void here in the state, whether it was from a DJ perspective, artist perspective, to where I was just given so much game to where, number one, it was the ignorance. Number two, niggas was looking at me like, nigga, you from here, what you know?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And then thirdly, I was stepping on a lot of people's toes that were getting money out here
Okay.
based upon other people's ignorance. And I was just giving out
Right.
game.
Just give it.
And I was tapping into that money source for them.
Now they be saying the game is to be sold.
Sold, not told.
You know what I'm saying? But you wasn't selling it. You was giving.
I was getting.
And
Yeah.
that's probably why
People
they were
getting-
upset, feeling
they
like
did-
you was stepping on toes because you was giving it.
Man, like about 10 years ago, I had a whole radio station beefing with me.
The whole station,
The whole station.
all the DJs and
Not
everything.
I'm pretty sure I know which one it is.
I mean, I worked for one. it was the other one. But I had a good friend of mine who,
If ain't nothing
who
off the
rectified
table.
it. I mean,
I guess some stuff is off the table, huh?
yeah, you know, because their relationship is back good.
Okay.
Their relationship is back good.
Say that there. Keep right there. Then.
Yeah.
Now, we got a lot of dope shit going on in this city right now. And a lot of people don't know that there's dope shit going on.
Mm-hmm.
Is that the DJ's fault? Is it the artist's fault? Or is it the fans' fault?
I think it's a collective.
Okay. Now, when it's a collective,
I think it's a collective of all three.
Everybody got to play their part. Everybody got to do the work.
Yeah.
because we were sitting watching the verses the other night, you know what I'm saying? I mean, it was a couple of people in there, and I'm going to shout out, you know what I'm saying? Shout out my homegirl, Shannon, you know what I'm saying? She was just like, I don't know who that is.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to figure
She
out.
didn't know who was.
She didn't know who Tricky was.
No,
Oh,
she
wow.
knew Tricky.
She knew Tricky.
It was Satchmo.
She didn't know who
Oh,
Satchmo
wow.
Flanagan
It
was.
was Satchmo.
Shout out Satchmo, you know what I'm
And
saying?
he's
I got a
different. And he's
feeling.
different. You know, that'll be
That's
somebody you would think of or look twice at because he's different. He does something a little different than regular.
Cello,
Yeah.
Yeah.
instrumentals. I mean,
He's a musician. He's just not a rapper. He's a musician.
Yeah.
so I mean, I can't even say it's a collective of the three, and I'm just gonna blame the people for not even trying to tap in.
It's a collective.
Okay,
Well, I'm
it's a
gonna-
collective.
two. It ain't the DJ's fault.
It's a collective.
It's
We gotta be fair, bro. And the reason we gotta be fair because on let's use the art. I'm gonna start with the artist. You know, as I was explaining to you the other day, like I love how you champion artists here in the city, here in the state. Love
Appreciate
it.
you, man. Hell.
Definitely love it. A lot of people actually love it. You know what I'm saying? The problem comes in to where, like I told you the other day, you were just like me, and I see myself in you first starting out. So the problem comes in is to where you step on a lot of people's toes, which you're supposed to do, but there's ways of doing it. There's ways of doing it.
Whatever.
He don't listen to the black girl.
I'm
I'm gonna be quiet. I'm be quiet.
There's ways of doing it to where you can create your own lane to where if you're champion local artists, not just local artists, you know, no disrespect when I say local artists to all my fellow Jackson, Mississippi artists, but independent artists,
Right.
that's your lane. Perfect that lane and stay in it. You know what I'm saying? And be a master of that lane to where you become untouchable to where nobody can fuck with you in that lane. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So those types of things can step on toes without necessarily stepping on toes, because at that point you become untouchable.
Yeah.
You know, but I say all that to say, not just to switch on you,
It's all good.
but you know what I'm saying, like we were saying the other day, like as a DJ, not just you, but all DJs, all DJs can only do so much.
Right.
Only do so much. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not, believe it or not, it's necessarily not the DJ's job to break a record. It takes a collective,
Okay.
but it's not your job, because that's putting enormous pressure on you. It takes a collective. It has to be a relationship between the DJ, the artist, the DJ, to where, okay, what I need to do to help you do your job, and you coming back to the artist, okay, what can I do to help you further your career?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But it's been a lot of pointing fingers. The DJ don't do this, the DJ don't do this, the DJ can do better this, the DJ can do better than that. But quite simply and honestly, I'm not seeing a lot of artists that's really just moving around and making sure that the audience know who the hell they are.
Okay. Now, with that statement, is it anyone, like right now, you know what I'm saying, just so we can have an example of someone that you feel is moving around the way that they should to get their plays and get their spins?
Moving Montana.
Moving around?
Moving around.
Okay.
Mookie Montana, Mohead Mike,
Okay.
for sure. Of course, Trick, he's definitely activated. You know what I'm saying? When he was just running, Vegas, and Dion know Vegas.
Oh, yeah.
Bankroll, Bob Street.
Okay.
Man, it's a lot of artists. You know what I'm saying? Shoot, OG Snap.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, cats are activated, but what I'm seeing the lack is the consistency of being activated. Like, you can't just cater to one audience.
Right.
If you want to be in this business, if you want to be in this industry, and you really want to be in this business, you got to cater to everybody. Everybody. White, black, green, red, you know what I'm saying? North side, south side, east side, west side, you know what I'm saying? The whole city, you know what I'm saying? Everybody. And it's, you know, a lot of people say that it's hard to do when it's actually easy. You got to be creative. Like, for an example, the other day when I was asking you, I was like, man, at your gigs, these artists know that you champion independent music, you know, independent artist music. How many of those artists come to any of your gigs not to perform, but be around them when you play that record? They're mingling with the crowd and like, hey, I'm such and such, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Reese, we just played my record, you know, this, that, and the third. How many of them are reposting flyers of your gigs and all of these things? These are simple things that artists can do to show you that they're sticking out.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I don't see a lot of consistency in artists doing that.
Man, I don't either. You know what I'm saying? Now, like I said, man, Dono, he in the streets, you know what I'm saying, with it. Bankroll, you know what I'm saying, Bob Street, you know what I'm saying, they out of here with it. And here with it, you know what I'm saying?
For sure.
Free Willy, you know what I'm saying? Hell, the movie. Big old whale, you know what I'm saying? Hell. Tricky is definitely, you know what I'm saying, doing his thing. OG, I mean, he dropping the song. I don't see him moving like the way everybody else moved up.
Yeah.
I don't.
I see him more so on social media. I see him in a lot of those, what do you call them? Though when other DJs be playing, they be getting the
music reviews.
The reviews, yeah. I see him in a lot of those.
Now,
so maybe he does it differently.
One thing we don't have here, you know what I'm saying, is groups.
I'm gonna get into the DJs in a second. I don't want to just sing like the artists, but go ahead.
We don't have groups, especially because I really like to tap into the female artists. I mean, you can catch me. I pull up at the gas station and it'll be Megan blasting out my car. You know what I'm saying? I'm listening to Megan Stallion. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I listen to it.
Hands on your knees with your thoughts.
Man, you know what I'm saying? Hey, I'm a jam Cardi.
Reese is a thought.
I've heard that a couple times.
Yeah.
But I never believed it. You know what I'm saying? I'm a flirt, is what I am.
Do you
Free R. Kelly.
Are there any female, any local female artists that you can say you tapped into?
I can't.
You know,
I know they exist. You know, Young Jules, Vitamin
Okay,
C.
yeah.
okay.
You know what I'm saying? But
They got AK-47 right there.
Kill 'em
They up there.
KD.
Same energy.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Kill 'em KD.
Oh yeah, she made
Lady
no
B
look behind.
777. It's a lot of
KT,
KT official, yeah.
PSO, Simone, you know what I'm saying?
She performed last
Simone
night.
and Trap Shop.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Performed
You know
last
what I'm
night.
saying?
Okay.
Love that motherfucker, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just love the music, you know what I'm saying? That motherfucker, that she dope to me, you know what I'm saying?
There's one young lady that I don't want to disrespect her by not saying it's like B
Love.
not B Love. It's like B the King something. I think she's from Canton.
Only one I know is B-Love. Oh, well, you got
Okay.
Flossie.
Okay.
She was Boss Lady C, but
Either way,
Flossie.
what were you gonna say? Cause we don't know. we don't know.
But that's the only one outside of who I named that I could just really just think of. And again, it's no disrespect to who you all have mentioned.
Yeah.
You know, it's just they really haven't come across, you know, my radar.
Yeah.
And they could be jamming, you know, you guys telling me that they jamming them.
Yeah.
Like, have you send me some music so I can check them out?
Oh, yeah, I'm definitely
Like
like
be
to
in
do that.
tune.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because they'll try to put a female in a box of just singing
Mm-hmm.
instead of rapping,
Right.
you know. But it's so much. It's so many dope female artists out here, man. It's ridiculous, man. Shout out to B-Love. Shout out to Key Bray. I also want to take a pause.
Paradise.
I'm getting there. Don't worry about it. Oh, she coming. You know what I'm saying? Paradise is up there, stuck there, you know what I'm saying? Hell, and we already know what indie is. You know what I'm saying? But we had the honor and the congratulatory situation to win Best TV Show
Come on now.
/ host also, which is Felicia Michelle.
Thanks.
Good job, girl. Good job. That's all I'm saying, you know what I'm saying? Good job, you know what I'm saying? I had the opportunity to win Best DJ.
Come on,
Still
man.
trying to figure it out, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm a champion myself, but I'm still, hey, man. You know what I'm saying? I told you I ain't no Ricky DJ. You know what I'm saying?
No,
You said
Ricky.
that. Man, T. Lewis is the best DJ to me.
T. Lewis is dead.
Ever. The dopest. The only one.
Shout out T. Lewis.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm giving this man his motherfucking roses. You know what I'm saying? That man there.
Where he started.
I'm not even finna put myself in his category. You know what I'm saying? Hell, I already know I'm not. That boy there. And then he's venturing off into production now. You know what I'm saying? He put out a whole, you know what I'm saying? He put out a whole album, you know what I'm saying? Be Safe joint.
Yep.
And it was a bunch of dope artists just from Mississippi, you know what I'm saying? Hell, now that's what I like to see. So how do you feel about Boosie putting out a Mississippi mixtape?
I love it.
You love it?
I love it too.
I love it,
I
man.
mean, it's still spotlight Mississippi. Don't care who do it.
I mean, it is. It is.
I love it.
They produced by Stacks, though, you know what I'm saying?
The nigga used to live here. I mean, so, you know, he's just
I mean, I used to live in Natchez, you know
Baton
what I'm
Rouge.
saying? But shit, I ain't hollering Natchez.
I mean, I feel you, but I say that to say, like, if there was no Mississippi,
Right.
I don't believe Boosie would be as high as he is. I don't believe so. Like,
Man, Louisiana gonna have them, though.
I mean, outside of Louisiana,
Okay.
outside of Louisiana, outside of his home, I don't think no other state has really just held Boosie down like Mississippi.
I know if I played Set It Off in Idaho, you know what I'm saying? Where it go?
It's gonna go.
It's gonna go?
Mhm.
Set It Off gonna go ham in Idaho?
Yeah.
I know it's
He-
gonna go hard in
he toured.
Vegas. You know what I'm saying? Or
Yeah.
St. Louis.
Oh, it's gonna go crazy. St. Louis.
Yeah. Okay. All right. That's cool, man. That's
Where's
cool.
real niggas and gangsters? It's gonna go crazy.
Now, how do we get? Well, what advice would you give the artist that's trying to get their name out there, get their face out there? You know what I'm saying? What advice would you give? Is it social media, or is it heavy in the streets, Or is it radio? Because a lot of people believe that radio is.
Radio is the last stop.
Fuck the radio.
It's the last stop.
Love y'all. Don't get me wrong.
It's the last stop. As far as like radio, like continuous radio play, you know, like a Moneybag Yo or City Girls or one of these major artists,
Right.
it's the last stop. Unless you're doing some mix show shit to where, you know, you can go to a mix show DJ and he can slide you in. But like regular rotation, don't do it because honestly and truthfully, that shit costs money. It costs a lot of money.
To make some money.
It takes a lot of money just to insert yourself into radio, and that's a very political game. See, a lot of artists would be like, man, the radio ain't playing me, you know, I can't get radio spins,
Right.
you know, all of these different things. So they don't understand the dynamic of radio. I used to do radio here when it was hot 97, you
Right.
know what I'm saying, before it was the beat of the capital.
Right.
And you know what I'm saying, just transitioning from radio to working at Atlantic and Def Jam and just being around radio people, being a part of the core DJs who are filled with program directors and you know what I'm saying, and DJs, you know what I'm saying, who was on radio every single day. Artists really don't understand the dynamic of radio because number one, radio isn't in business to play music. It's in business to play ads, to play advertisement, commercials. The music is just played just enough to keep the listener there to where they go to a commercial break and their listener is hearing the commercial. That's how they pay their bills.
So the seat fillers.
Right, basically. But you have these labels who are spending hundreds of thousands to millions of dollars to get these records on radio. Now, it's not payola.
Sounds like it. Shit.
It's not because, you know, that there are ways that the labels are coming in and they're making sure that their artists will play on radio. You know, they can sponsor, you know, back to school drives, you know, and buy ads, you know, do all of these different things in exchange for favorable radio play. But if an artist doesn't have that necessary funding to basically pay to play, radio is the last step. Focus on the streets. Focus on social media. Focus on hand to hand, you know, kissing babies, giving hugs, all of these different things.
Make radio come to you.
Make them come to you.
Okay. Because I mean, a lot of artists don't understand the business work of it also, the paperwork. They don't know about BDS, you know, ASCAPs, you know what I'm saying, BMIs. They don't get it.
Yeah.
You know, that's
Sound
something that
exchange.
you should actually understand, to where you get paid for your plays. I know when LMA dropped her joint, you know what I'm saying?
Moved up.
I know I heard it 3 times in 1 hour.
That's on radio, and then people driving around bumping and jamming. So yeah,
You know, so
yeah.
get your paperwork right. Understand ASCAP, understand BMI, understand BDS, understand your spins and how you get paid for plays. But again, you're gonna have to invest some bread in it apparently.
Well, you know, if cats BDS and media basis, basically when a record is played or a song is played on the radio, it counts the number of time that it's played on radio, and that translates into publishing dollars. And your publishing is your ASCAP, your BMIs, your CSACs, you know, and if it's played on like CSI, like radio, YouTube, all of these different things, it's sound exchange. So if an artist doesn't have, you know, access to BDS and media base, I have accounts for both of them. I'm partnered with both of them, so get with me and I'll register them for a fee. It's not going to be just hefty, but you know, it takes a lot of work. There's a lot of paperwork that goes into sending it in to where it makes sure that it's encoded properly to where when it's played, you get to track it.
I'm gonna need to holler at you, man. I'm gonna get a shirt match my shoes.
Oh God.
First of all, hey man, somebody sent me that they was riding their car listening to it. You know what I'm saying?
That's cause they like you.
Shout out Struggle World, you know what I'm saying? Hell, shout out Struggle
You
World.
want me to bump that shit when I go home?
Man, what? Shout out Kid Red, you know what I'm saying? He was in his car, he was listening to it.
He was reminiscing about something he
Hey,
did at that time.
Man, hey, the bars were there, you know what I'm saying? So hey, I want to get paid
Have
for my song.
Have you ever heard this song he speak of? Stay back after the show.
First of all,
I want your opinion on it.
Okay, let's keep going. Let's keep going.
We'll do it.
Now, outside of the music, you also do some sort of financial consulting or financial literacy.
Mm-hmm. I'm a state licensed financial coach for the states of Mississippi, Louisiana, Alabama, Texas, Georgia, and Maryland.
Okay.
So I'm licensed in all of those states to help people basically get on the right track financially, man, you know, with the right types of life insurance and investing.
You was one of them primary people one time, wasn't you?
I still am.
Oh, so this is real.
Absolutely, it's real. Yeah.
I mean, I tried.
It's real.
I mean, I ain't passed the test, you know what I'm saying? I was a couple of points away.
So you quit?
I took it twice.
So you quit?
Man, I mean, it was like, man,
I mean, why?
I
Man,
was
if
like, man, fuck that shit, man.
I'm not going to disclose, but if I told you how much...
Ah, Lord.
Okay.
You ain't got to disclose it, you know what I'm saying? But I'm pretty sure you about to show me something, ain't you?
I mean,
we'll do it after the show. You know what I'm saying? So what's some free advice that you could give people that's trying to get on the financial track of, I guess,
gotcha.
credit building or
Definitely, you
saving?
want to make sure your credit's right, but the foundation of any financial game plan is the life insurance component, because you can't build any type of house without the foundation, right? So you want to make sure the foundation is strong to where when you're building on the other components, so life insurance is the foundation, then you have, you know, your emergency savings, which is 3 to 6 months emergency savings.
Okay.
Then you have your debt elimination. Then you have your retirement. Then you have your goals and dreams itself.
Okay.
So if any of these crumble and there's a crack in the foundation, what's going to happen? The whole house is going to crumble. So you want to make sure that the actual foundation is strong enough to where, God forbid, if something does happen to you, then your family can continue on with the wealth building process from the proceeds from the foundation itself. See, a lot of people, from what I've seen, especially with this pandemic, man, a lot of people, they say, okay, I'm going to invest here. I'm going to invest. But as soon as the market goes down, they're taking their money out. Not realizing is you need to keep your money in and buy more when the market goes down, because you're buying more. So here's an example. Let's say you have a $100, and I'm going to keep it simple. Let's say you have a $100,
Please keep it simple.
$100 budget, and you're investing that for 5 months, $100 in stocks, right? So month one, whatever you're buying, whatever stock that you're buying, this is just an example, is $100. All right, month 2 is $100. Month 3, it drops to $25. Month 4, it drops to $25. Month 5, it goes back up to $100. So a lot of people in month 3, when it drops, man, shoot, I'm losing money, I'm gonna take my money out. Not realizing that, no, that $25 that it dropped to, you're putting in $100, so you're buying more shares of that stock. Month 4, you're buying more shares of that stock, to where month 5, when the recovery happens, you have more shares of that stock. You have basically 2, 3 for the cost of 1. Now you're making money.
I get
on
that.
top of your money.
What you should do, this is just my advice,
Mm-hmm.
you know what I'm saying, that it could work.
Mm-hmm.
You have to say this shit in a more
A street form.
a street way, you know what I'm saying?
So let's take it to the streets. I got you. Let's talk about life insurance, right?
If that's what we're talking about, you know what I'm saying? I mean,
Well, we were talking about investing in, but I'm
or
going to
either or.
But I got you. I'm about
But
to
you
get.
need to do both, so keep going.
I'm about to give you one
I'm
right
following.
now. Okay. So, a lot of people look at life insurance, or a lot of us look at life insurance. Man, shoot, I'm gonna wait until I'm later on in life to get that.
I'm a fish fry guy.
Right.
I'm gonna have a fish fry for me.
Well, hey, that's you. You got the kids?
Of
Yeah.
course.
Okay.
I'm just playing. I'm just talking shit. You know what I'm saying? But
Okay.
yes, I have kids.
All right. So, here's the street version of life insurance. Life insurance is nothing but buying money. You're buying money. Like, how are you buying money? That's probably what you're asking. So, I'm gonna give you an example.
Make it make sense.
I'm gonna give you an example. So, let's say you have a $1 million life insurance policy, or you, Felicia, you have a $1 million life insurance policy, or anybody that's watching has a $1 million life insurance policy. Let's follow the math right quick. Let's say you're paying $125 a month for it. Here's how the life insurance company looks at that. 12 months in a year.
Mm-hmm.
You take 125, you multiply it by 12. For those that's watching, you can do the math. 125 times 12, I got you. I mean, I know the numbers. I'm good.
That's 125 times 12.
That's $1,500. That's $1,500
Okay.
that you're paying for this $1 million life insurance policy. Let's say you're paying this for the next 35 years because, of course, there's 12 months in a year. So $1,500 times 35 equals $52,500.
I ain't even close to $1 million yet.
So no, that's what you're paid. That's what you paid in.
But I'm saying, but I ain't close to the $1 million that I'm gonna get paid out. You know what I'm saying? When I die for my kids.
Ding, 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 ding. Isn't that the cheapest money that you about? Let's just say in the next 35 years, within that time period, you pass away. Your kids are going to instantly become a tax-free millionaire. And you just paid $52,500 in. Is that not the cheapest money that you just bought? So you have a lot of us talking about these $10,000 because let's keep it all the way 100. Life insurance wasn't made or designed for funerals or burial. No, it was designed to transfer and to create wealth and pass that down from one generation to the next. That's what all these other people that don't look like me and you have been doing for the past 200, 300 years. They understood this philosophy. So they got $1 million, $2 million life insurance policy, told Johnny and told little Mary, hey Mary, take a portion of this, pay off all the bills, invest the rest of it so that it can grow. Now take a portion of that and go put $10 million of life insurance on yourself and repeat the process with your kids to where now
Keep it going.
it's going.
Okay. That makes sense. That makes sense.
It's going.
You know what I'm saying? But see, you know what I'm saying? We look at $52,000 and like, oh yeah, you know what I'm saying? I'm cash out.
Because that's $52,000 of
Right, you know what I'm saying?
money.
But
They're not
this-
looking at the long-term goal.
So what we have to do is address the short-term goal. That's a good point. So the short-term goal in growing wealth, honestly and truthfully, is the problem is we have all of our eggs in one basket,
Okay.
which is the job.
And they can crack. You know what I'm saying?
It has cracked. Let's look at the last 18 months during this pandemic.
I ran
People
it up
were
in the
not
pandemic,
working.
man. I ran it up.
Well, you know, you had a trade.
But you
know
gotta
what I'm saying?
hustle, yeah.
Yeah.
I ran it up.
A lot of people did. I did too.
I think that was the best time of my life, to be honest with you.
Like people were coming to me like business skyrocketed. But for 98% of the people who are in the workforce, where their only eggs are in this basket called the job, for 15, 18 months, they were either sent home or they were fired or they were laid off to where now they really didn't have any income coming in.
Unemployment was great.
What, this is before unemployment.
Okay.
This is
Right.
before unemployment.
Okay.
We're going to touch on that in a second. That's a great point. We'll touch on that in a second. Because I think with the unemployment, a lot of things are going over people's head, and I'm looking at the real key thing about it. I'm going to touch on that in a second.
Okay.
But this pandemic has shown everybody that everybody needs additional streams of income.
Exactly.
Needs it, especially streams of income that they can control.
Okay.
To where, God forbid, if another pandemic happens and they all send us home and I'm not getting a paycheck,
Please
I'm
don't.
still able to make money because I'm able to control my income. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
As opposed to relying on a job to where,
Was that a wink?
nah, nigga, no, hell no, nigga,
Keep going.
nah, absolutely not. You know, but we all need to be in this position. You know what I'm saying? So, with the unemployment thing, I think a lot of people are paying attention to the unemployment ending. That's not what people should be paying attention to.
Right.
People should really be paying attention to that. A whole lot of people who are receiving this unemployment was receiving it sitting at the house, not doing anything.
Make a move unemployed.
But see, here's the thing. Right, the unemployed, but here's the thing. I think now people in that season got a touch and a feel to what the true American dream is, which is residual income. To where I don't necessarily have to go to work or punch in on the clock to receive this money coming in.
Your money could work for you.
So now since it's ended, but people are not in the moment saying, shoot, I don't want to go to work. I just got this 400, 500, how much ever it was coming in residually on a weekly basis where I didn't have to go and punch the clock. That feels good. I don't want to go and work for nobody else. I want to work for myself to where this money is coming in residually. So now you have a lot of people who are in this mindset to where, shoot, these are how all of these other people, the Trumps, the Rockefellers, all of these different people have been living for hundreds of years. Why can't I do that? So now I think this is our entrepreneur's boom to where everybody wants to tap into entrepreneurship. The only problem is you can tap into it, but let's choose an industry that's more profitable and not just popular. See, there's a lot of things that's out here that's popular, but it's not necessarily profitable.
It's not.
Let's think on the profitability.
Okay.
That's all I'm saying.
What do you consider as profitable?
What's gonna maximize my income without maximizing a lot of my time? You know what I'm saying? So, like, not to sound biased, but honestly and truthfully, like in my field, it's literally cash money. I mean, I know none of my people are really just watching, so I can say this, but this shit is the white man's dope game. Just being real.
Well, insurance.
Just the financial industry.
The
period.
okay.
It's a white man's dope game to where I come around and I help somebody get a life insurance policy on, and I'm helping them protect their family. But on my end, the next day I get paid $600-700 for a 20-30 minute conversation.
Do you think that, I just had this little epiphany right quick. Do you think that when we say, because I don't like to put color on shit, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
White, black, anybody can sell it, you know what I'm saying? Whatever the case may be. But do you think that the whites may target the browns, the blacks, you know what I'm saying, because we're dying at such a rapid pace?
When you say targeting, what you mean as far as killing?
I want to make sure, you know what I'm saying, I go ahead and get y'all to get something, you know what I'm saying, and start paying me for this kind of insurance policy or whatever the case may be, because you already know that little June finna get killed, you know what I'm saying, sooner than later.
Gotcha. Well, it depends. And I say it depends, man, because you have some nationalities, some races, some cultures who genuinely care about our community, our people. Mm-hmm. But you also have some, I mean, just keeping it real, that this industry wasn't designed for us to be in, number one. Because we're talking about money. If we go back to the beginning of time, the country was built on capitalism. You know what I'm saying? Meaning, it was all about me, and I'm talking about other nationalities, not doing the work, but I'm going to pay somebody to do all the work. I'm going to reap all the benefits, right? That's capitalism, essentially. So, they didn't teach us about how to really just be in that space. And if you look at it historically, look at like Black Wall Street and other communities where capitalism thrived and entrepreneurship in black areas thrived, in the middle of the night, they went and they terminated it because we didn't need them for anything. And I don't say this in a racist or in a way or anything like that, but we have to really just take our own future in our own hands and really just create that, work hard to recreating that, because those that have the money hold and have the most power and control over everything. You know, so to answer your question, you know, it really depends on the person, man. You have some people who genuinely care. You have some who genuinely don't.
So a poor person really can become rich.
Absolutely. It happens every day.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I guess they mind frame and mentality wants them to just hold on to exactly what's in their hand right now.
That's the main thing.
Okay.
That's what stops a lot of people, their mindset.
Okay.
The mentality.
Okay.
There's a book called Napoleon Hill called Outwitting the Devil. I suggest everybody go get it.
Outwitting the Devil?
Outwitting the Devil.
Okay. I'm highlighting books a million, you know what I'm saying? See what's going on with that one. You know Because I don't do a lot of reading. I mean, is it like an audio version?
Wait, they got an audio version.
Okay.
So yeah, you know.
I'm a listener. I ain't a reader. You know what I'm saying? Okay.
Listen to it.
Now let's switch back over to the music.
Let's do it.
All right. Now, how do you feel about Mississippi music right now?
I think it's popping, man. I really think it's popping. It's popping in ways that I don't think it's never popped before. You know, you have your Hakeem Ali's, you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
You have your Dollar Blacks, you know what I'm saying? That's out of Atlanta doing his thing with band rhythm. You know, you have, you know, from a DJ's perspective, you know, you have yourself, you got, you know, Walt, you got, you know, DJ Run, you have all of these different DJs across the board. It's popping at a level to where it's not been before, you know. I think the missing piece is not the work. The work is there, right? I really think the missing piece is really just connecting the dots and really working with those that are in the city, in the state, that can help take your career to a whole nother level. And I say that because, you know, there's a lot of conversation too about OGs not doing this, OGs not doing that. You know, I'm considered an OG. I'll be 40 in October. I'm considered an OG, right?
Well, look at me.
You said I'm older?
Younger.
Oh, well, you know, nigga, you always say.
I just look this way. I use Jergens.
Boy.
You know what I'm saying?
Goodbye.
I'm a shout out. I'm a holler at Jergens. You know what I'm saying? Give me a sponsor.
Get you the
You know what I'm saying?
sponsorship.
Because
Jergens.
the lotion is sweet. But now, but what you said though, I understand, and I mean I respect. You know what I'm saying? People getting paid for what they do. You know, I don't know how it goes because I don't know how people move, how they move in Atlanta or LA or New York or Chicago or St. Louis, anywhere. I don't know. But when people try to say, okay, well, I want $1,500 for a verse. You know what I'm saying? Do you think that's fair knowing that we ain't got $1,500 to give you for a verse?
But can you really put a price on somebody else, Chris?
I mean, I can't, you know what I'm saying? But I mean, but if we trying to build this, I mean, I would like to believe that these people in let's just say Atlanta, for example. Young Joe may be in the studio, and Jeezy may come through or whatever, you know what I'm saying? And they just do a verse. Who paying $300,000 for a verse?
Well, that's a different dynamic. In those aspects, you know what I'm saying, just speaking of that, typically there's no money exchange. It's called a swap out. All right, you do a verse for me, I'm gonna do a verse for you. And then the paperwork, the publishing, you know, the point splits, all of that stuff handles itself financially.
What's points? So that I want them to understand what points is.
Points are percentages on an album or on a record sale itself. So you have 1 point, you have 2, that's like 1%, 2%, 3%. You know, all the major cats, they get 6, 7 points itself. And it's mostly based for producers. But you have some artists that also get, you know, point splits and all that. But anyway, that's how in that scenario happened. Now, in what you just described, I honestly think that you, like Felicia said, you really can't put a price tag on someone's talent, but it's all about how you come at a person, how you come at an artist. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, you come at them, they say 1,500. Man, listen, I really got 1,500. I got 750. You know, I got 600. Yeah. Can you work with me because this is where I'm going. This is what I want to do. Right? Can you help me? Will you help me? You give that person the opportunity to say yes or no. Right. You know what I'm saying? 9 times out of 10, you know, if you're both pretty much in the same boat, status wise, it's gonna work with you. I mean, but it's all about relationships.
Because when I hear these features, like I said, I mean, Pooh Shiesty came down and he had the feature. Well, Casting Boy Dre had him on the feature. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what was paid for. You know what I'm saying? LaRon had Zed Zilla on some joints. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't know what they paid for. I know Luck was on Young Dro album. You know what I'm saying? I know I don't think Young Dro had to say something, gave him some money for it. You know what I'm saying? It probably was, you know what I'm saying, business part. I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe shit get done on love or whatnot. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying. I can't afford no damn $1,500 feature.
I feel you.
Who you trying to get on?
Well, I'm not a rapper, you know what I'm saying? But I'm speaking for rappers. You know what I'm saying?
I'm just
I mean,
trying to find out.
OG probably can't even, you know what I'm saying, do that. You know what I'm saying? I mean, but he dope enough to be on the song with somebody. But man, who got just $1,500 to just throw around like that? $1,500?
I mean, I feel you at the same time. I feel you, and I'm not taking away anything.
That's a
of
couple
what
of
you're
months
saying.
of mortgage.
At the same time, in this business, you have to pay
Yeah, it
to
costs money.
fucking play.
Costs money.
You gotta pay to play.
Man.
So
A lot of people trying to be in this shit and don't even really know. Don't
JG
realize.
said too in the comments that it costs money to get tracking on it too. So,
Man, just to shoot the video. You know what I'm saying? Hell, motherfuckers be wanting 500,000 videos, $500,000 video shoots,
Mhm.
but ain't got $500,000. You know, I mean, it's
That's the
or vice
reality.
versa. Your song sound like it's worth a couple, $5, $6, 100,000. You want to pay 500 for a video, and it don't level out.
now
Right.
how often do you get to tap into statewide artists?
I always keep my ear open. Like, what I do is, if I see somebody like yourself or another DJ or just anybody, or a regular person talking about a certain artist, and I see them talking about them more than one time, I'm gonna check them out.
Yeah.
I'm gonna check it out because obviously it's something about that artist that multiple people are talking about it. So I'm gonna check them out.
Okay.
I'm gonna check them out. But my ears are always open. I prefer listening to statewide artists itself because then I'm able to, utilize my resources, whether they know it or not. You know what I'm saying? To really help them out. Like there are several artists that I've gotten their records without them knowing it. I've gotten them and I've encoded them BDS and media base because the radio spins was picking up, and 9 times out of 10 it wasn't encoded to where it could translate into publishing dollars.
Okay.
Like I had an artist, man, I'm not gonna say his name, but I had an artist a few years ago pulled up on me at a club, hopped out. He was like, "Swoll, thank you." I was like, "Nigga, for what?" He was like, "Man, I checked my ASCAP receipt and it had Streets on Swoll on it, man, and let me know that you were the one who encoded the BDS and media base, man, and I got paid for you. So thank you."
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And it's just things like that I do, whether artists are know it or not, because at the end of the day, like I said, it's not about me, bro. I want to see everybody win. I want to see everybody successful. I want to see everybody goals and dreams, whatever level it is, be accomplished.
Yeah. Did you feel good about Big Walk Dog being signed at 1017?
Good as a motherfucker.
Felt good.
Yeah.
You already tapped into him?
I wasn't. My boy
Okay.
Melvin, Bino, shout out to Bino Everett. He does a lot in the real estate industry, but he's real close with Big Walk Dog, and he told me about him a few months ago. He was like, "Swoll, man, tap in now because he going crazy." You know what I'm saying? So when I saw the signing, I was like, "Damn, okay."
That guy. I remember him saying something
Yeah,
about it.
yeah.
Now this guy here, I was just tapped into him via you. You know what I'm saying? Hell,
Yeah.
this is Big Zay Mac.
Mhm.
Where he from?
Columbus, Mississippi.
Columbus.
Yeah,
Man, shout out Columbus, Mississippi, man. You know what I'm saying? That's right. I'm about to start in Vegas, man. Shout out to the Mississippi State Bulldog winning the College World Series, man.
shout out to him.
I don't
Yeah.
care. It's on the state. You know what I'm saying? Shit,
Yeah.
I'm all about Jackson, but it's all about this state also.
For sure.
Shout out to them. You know what I'm saying? But Big Zay Mac.
Yes, sir.
How did you? I'm gonna ask you.
I'm trying to get me though, man. Let me play with me.
Big Zay Mac featuring Slim Thug, man. Presidential motorcade, man. You know
Hey.
exactly what's going on.
When Creep said he learned that shit from Texas, all facts. Trade the Truth and Slim Thug was my favorite. How they rap, how they pop, trunk and wave, made me wanna copy that. When I sip dirty spray, I wonder if I make it back. I gotta love John. For all schools, that's what I be on. 75 to 89, that's what I belong. The cars then made us still applying pressure on. My driveway too expensive, please stay off my lawn. Partners push whips, nothing close to slave owners. But sometimes we drive fast like we racing Daytona. Low profile tires, we don't need a donut. Potholes, my worst enemy, they on every corner. All the barbers love the cars that they can take a picture next to. Sitting on the car, perfect
I ain't gonna mute me out there. Oh, no, good. We control the rights of this music. They own the rights, alright? Zuckerberg, they own the rights.
All my partners push whips, we all shine. Presidential motorcade swinging highway 45.
I need to hear something else though, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to have them in one.
Got my 6x9 singing.
ain't got
Top
nothing
off
on
on
that
that now. 50 still swinging, stay real. Ain't changing, it's too late for our
Well, that's hard to do.
Still dripping candy in that lap with St. Mac. Chris Sack Blaze, you know,
This
this
is
way
a man you need to know.
I'ma put on the show and that light on the stage. Need to be double paid. I always stay player made.
And it showed up
Even
like
with
video.
the braids, I was pulling pretty bass. Done it for decades. It's OG when it's me. Got plenty TBTs falling in that VIP. Don't believe me, you can see how we do it down here. Ballin' like a boss, blowing pounds down here. Down here. Every year in they face. Still throwing up that H, ripping for the state. All my partners, bosses went from bricks to building houses. Pulling that clean shit, you know how that now feels.
Hey man, y'all make sure y'all tap into that one, man. I ain't gonna give you the whole thing. If I gave you the whole thing, you know what I'm saying, that wouldn't be no fair, man. Make sure y'all tap into Big Zay Mac, man. Columbus, Mississippi. You know exactly
It's on
what's going
YouTube,
on.
ain't it?
Yeah.
It's on YouTube.
Man, YouTube whole visual for it, you know what I'm saying, called Presidential Motorcade. Please tap into that, you know what I'm saying. I can't wait to hear what's coming after that, you know what I'm saying.
Well, can we get your social medias again?
For sure. IG and Twitter is TheRealSwoll and the number 1. The Real Swoll and the number 1. IG and Twitter.
And I tapped into an artist also when we was up in Olive Branch. Shout out to Velma Cardine, man. She really put on the whole situation with the Mary Jane Music Awards. And you know what I'm saying, that's where we end up getting these.
Okay.
And like I said, man, OG Snap, Key Bray, B Love, Chico Suave, Oh Boy, Red Fella, AK-47. Man, we walked away with a bunch, man. Erica Monique, you know what I'm saying? Is that her name, Erica?
Yeah,
Monique?
just Erica.
Oh, just Erica? Okay.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Just Erica. But Erica Monique, man, she was cute as fuck too, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Lady V 777. I mean, everybody up under the umbrella walked away with something, man. And them people from in this region, you know what I'm saying, went up there. You know what I'm saying? But I got to tap into this guy named Mike Lowry. Man,
Mike Lowry.
when I tell you that guy there,
Yeah.
dope as fuck.
Yeah, send me some
I
stuff.
can't remember the name of the other little group. What was the name of the group?
Oh, the
with
ones,
the
the turned
girl?
up people, you know what I'm saying?
With the girl.
I can't remember
Oh,
that
she
name.
was cold, but we're gonna tap into them too.
Now we're gonna tap into them too, man. You know what I'm saying? Even before I get out of here, I gotta play.
That Memphis.
No, I gotta play that like that here.
Any artist, anything that's watching my email is streetsonswollemp3@gmail.com. Streetsonswollemp3
Y'all see, y'all hear he
at
asking
gmail.com.
for it. So go on, send it to him.
Streetsonswollemp, Streetsonswollemp3@gmail.com.
Send him some music, you know what I'm saying? I mean, he don't be doing nothing else. You know what I'm saying?
I just be doing light skin nigga shit.
Just what's light skin niggas?
That's
not,
what you be
not,
doing.
not a bitch ass
Who?
thing.
I don't do light skin niggas stuff, you know what I'm saying?
Nothing.
I don't do light skinned people stuff. I be minding my business, staying out the way, man.
That's what we do, man. That's it.
Now this song here is JG featuring AK-47. It's called Like That, you know what I'm saying? This ain't no music review. We ain't doing none of that, you know what I'm saying? But I always want to go ahead and make sure I get some kind of opportunity to
For sure.
put some songs out there, you know what I'm saying, for people that need to hear it. I know I pushed that button. It's not
You
always
still
something
don't know
wrong.
how to use this computer.
Hey man, say man.
He's new to the Mac world.
Oh, there you go. There you go. I got it. I just didn't
Pray
have
for him.
He got excited. There you
Right.
I ain't had a volume turned up.
Oh,
you know
there
what
it
I'm
is.
saying?
go.
There you go. Shout out to my homeboy JG, man, engineer of the year. He got an award too, you know what I'm saying? Shit. Man, that boy else. Hell.
I like it like that. She working that back. I don't know how to act. Cause I never wish to do it. I never wish to do it. Don't let me wish to do it. Cause she do it to my music like it. I like it like that. She working that back. I don't know how to act. I never wish to do it. I never wish to do it. I never wish to do it. Cause she do it to my music. Touchdown, I'm in the end zone. All I know is go while you stay in the friend zone. Put that pussy on me like my nigga Mo. Oh yeah, call me Mr. Wonder. All I want is more bread. Go that ass back. Doing it for a stack. She said she never met. I like the AK-47. I really don't play about it. Hey, all about the cash. You better ask about it. Stop playing, bend it over. Let me see it. Girls on red coat, Michael Jackson, let me beat it. Left she right, she follow the leader. DJ Rich blow this bitch up out the meter. I like it like that. She working it back. I don't know how to act. Cause I never wish to do it. I never wish to do it. I never wish to do it. Cause she do it to my music like it. I like it like that. She working every day. I don't know how to act. Look, do it. I never wish to do it. I never wish to do it. Cause she do it to my music.
He gon' sing a little song, gonna go a little something like la la la. I'ma ride that beat like I wrote this beat when I sit on the seat and I drop my side. He be spelling my name when he giving me brain. Oh, this nigga got me hooked like a candy cane. I'ma look him in the eyes when he gripping them thighs and I get him baptized when I improvise. He say that I'm a little mean when I take control. He even call me his Marino when I snatch his soul. Neck, patty wet, pussy split that dick be jumping like some J. Cause he like when I throw it like I'm in a fit with it. Got that nigga saying and he like when my hair be down, it give him something to pour. He gon' beat it like he Ike it. He gon' keep it righty tighty. Cause I do it how he like it. I'ma be that nigga right there.
I like it like that. She working that back. I don't know how to act. Cause I never wish to do it. I never wish to do it. I never wish to do it. Cause she do it to my music like
when I do it, put the driver in and screw it. You know he got the wood and he gon' suck and never chew it. Ain't no R. Kelly, but he like my slow wine. And we don't see nothing wrong with a little bump and grind. Hop in his car, put it in drive. Ain't stripping wet, come in deep sea dive. Let me on top, take me for a ride. I let you play in my slip and slide. You be the bounce, give me a position. Don't let me leave till I finish my mission. Move me around, I wanna transition. I do what you say, no, you like submission. You like when I throw it back. You like to hear it smack. Put me on my side, lift up my leg, we call it sidetrack. You put your high like a heater, too high on the meter, get loud like a speaker, squeeze me like a tweezer. I don't wanna tease you, I just wanna please you, make your body shake like you're having a seizure.
Oh, teaser.
Man, I'm trying to tell you, man.
Stay away from me. Stay the hell.
Man, y'all know exactly what's going on, man. This Speak Live TV, man. It's your boy DJ Rich Breed, man. I'm tapping in with the homie, goddamn big Swoll.
Yo.
Heavy in the streets.
Man, I try to be, man. Try to be.
No DJ Scream, but heavy in the streets, goddamn. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to Scream.
One time, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to T. Lewis, man. Shout out to all the artists that performed at Trapchella, man. And I also want to give a big old shout out to my homeboy, you know what I'm saying? Bambino, the Golden Child.
Golden Child.
Man,
legend.
Man, that man kidnapped me last night, man. That man had me all over the place.
Yeah.
Well, you have to do shit to get in.
Man, Reese, come on, man.
Hey, man.
Come on, bro, I got you.
Hey, that's my nigga there, you know what I'm saying? But again, all the artists that performed at Trapchella, man, you know what I'm saying? From Simone, Out West 2, you know what I'm saying? G Baby,
Boss
you know what I'm saying? Boss B, man. What's up, Boogie, man? You know what I'm saying? Rest in peace, Eddie Bo, man. Y'all know exactly what's going on. What's up, Smurf? Tricky, Silas,
yeah,
man, Murder Man, you know what I'm saying? What up, Keefe, man? You know exactly what's going on, man.
Yeah, Mike, you know.
Man, Bob Street.
Yeah.
It was so many people. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And that was a good look for y'all, you know what I'm saying? And whoever put that situation on, man, I appreciate y'all, you know what I'm saying? And also shout out to Bella 50/50 and my nigga Gooby. You know what I'm saying? We was up in Freelance, man.
Gooby got action.
Man. they was running around that bitch like I think they was overwhelmed, you know what I'm saying, what was going on, you know what I'm saying? But I appreciate y'all, you know what I'm saying, for putting that little effort in and that work in to move how y'all move just to keep the party going, you know what I'm saying? So shout out to y'all.
Yeah.
And shout out AK-47, OG Snap, man, Brothers of Soul, Chico Suave, Mr. Old Boy, Paradise. You know exactly what's going on, man. New female artist, man, real dope, you know what I'm saying? Shit, we getting up there to it. Cool Crew, shout out to Soul Seekers, Dallas, Soul Seekers, Gurney. Shout out to Divergence for this bourbon they got me, you know what I'm saying? Shit. And what's that? Oh man, it's the cup for me.
Yeah.
Man, let me tell you something, man. My homegirl made me these little cups, man, you know what I'm saying?
Oh man. Okay.
And when I tell you, man, she can put whatever you want on that junk, you know what I'm saying? She got the whole team cups, man. Everybody got a cup. That's Nicole Lewis.
Yeah.
She out in Dallas, Texas. She is from here, Provine graduate. You know what I'm saying?
Damn.
Old
Okay.
cheerleader too. You know what I'm saying? It's the cup for me. You can catch her on Instagram. It's the cup for me. You know what I'm saying? Spell it just how you say it. You know what I'm saying? It's the cup for me. You know what I'm saying? Man, I appreciate you. You know what I'm saying? Pulling up and just having this conversation. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully we got to educate some people
Hopefully so, man.
on what was going on, and
It's
if they
the
can
cup
get
for me.
outside of themselves, you know what I'm saying? Y'all can get some financial wealth. Artists, learn these BDSs, learn this ASCAP,
Yes.
learn how to get clean music too, you know.
Clean. Listen to me. Listen to me. Clean. Dirty. 8-bar dirty.
Mm-hmm.
8-bar clean.
Mm-hmm.
Instrumental. Acapellas are optional. But those that I just mentioned are mandatory in a DJ pack. 8-bar dirty. That's an 8-bar intro to an 8 bars of the record. No lyrics or nothing. It's just the beat. 8 bars of it is the beginning of the record. 8-bar dirty, 8-bar clean, regular clean, dirty, instrumental.
Have those.
Have it.
Please
Have
and
it.
thank you. You know what I'm saying? Because I didn't even know I was gonna get, you know what I'm saying? Can I say I got it?
Yeah.
I got the Mohead mic clean, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Put that on me. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Right.
I ain't even think it was gonna be possible to be clean.
Did you ring?
That's how it is in the clean version.
Right.
Put that on.
A cat or something, you know what I'm saying? Whatever.
Uh-huh.
But have those things, you know what I'm saying? And even if you can't get it clean, even write you a clean version. You know what I'm saying? So it don't have to be as sound drop. You know what I'm saying?
Now the engineer can do it.
They could do it, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. I mean, I just got JG's instrumental of, his clean version of Like That. You know? I call you JG. I ain't gonna do me like that. So.
He show off here.
Man, y'all know exactly what's going on, man. Make sure y'all tap in. July 17th, man.
You know what it is.
BBN 4X. What's the 4 times? BBN 4 times?
I think I don't know.
Either or, you know what
I
I'm
know
saying?
him as BBN.
Man, shout out to Mama Tanya, you know what I'm saying? She know what's happening, you know what I'm saying? They pulling up on us, you know what I'm saying? We're going to sit down and talk about it. They got a lot of shit going on, man. That man dates is amazing when I see his dates. Different cities every fucking day. I don't know how you move like that. You know?
It's determination, man.
That man, I'm talking, no, but it ain't like, you know, I'm gonna be in McGee, I'm be in Jackson, I'm be in Canton. Man, this man gonna be somewhere in Charlotte, St. Louis, Chicago, LA. The whole month of August is
Shout
filled
out
up
to
for
the
that man.
momager.
Man, that man is moving and grooving. You know what I'm saying?
Where you from?
Yeah, he from Jackson.
From here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. That's
You know what
what's
I'm saying? Hell. Shout out to my homeboy, Two-Face Tally Gang, you know what I'm saying? What's up? Get them Skrilla boy, man, you know what I'm saying? I'm tap in with you when I get up to California. And we are out this bitch.